welcome back to the show. This is Jason. As you can tell, I'm soaking up the sun right now. My grandfather used to say these are good days to be a lizard. In other words, you can sit on a rock and enjoy the nice sun rays. So that's a good day to be a lizard. It's been really cold all the hunt so far. Every morning it's been low to mid-teens. Kind of brutal, especially when you're in a four-wheeler kind of going back into some of that country I'm trying to get on. It's brutal, but it's part of the game. It's just the price we pay for hunting these late hunts during the rut for the Coues deer. So it's been pretty good so far. I'd say overall my hunt this year has probably been one of my better hunts. I've really been covered up with deer just about every day. Well, every day I've seen a Coues deer buck, a shooter, and or not a shooter. I've seen a Coues deer buck. I've always said it's a good day on the mountain if I needed to feed my family with a rifle, and absolutely every day I could have killed a Coues deer buck. No problem. They've all been within 20, 30 yards. So that's really good. They're just not the bucks I'm looking for. They're not the ones that are on my hit list. So overall, things are going good. So first morning, went into a place that I had some pretty good high hopes for. The plan was I was hoping the deer were gonna be pushed off the mountain with the snow. And some of the deer have been pushed off. I saw a bunch of mule deer down there. I saw a nice mule deer buck. I had one Coues deer buck that was kind of a tight frame, rack frame, but he was really palmated. He just went through my shooting corridor way too quick before I could stop him. There's probably a problem with that setup. I need to get back a little bit so I can see more country, so I have a better shot as they're coming in. Let's see, second day, I was back in that same spot. Again, another Coues deer buck came through, moving. He was actually pushing does, so that was pretty neat. That's always neat to see him push does. So again, could have had him, but he was just moving too quickly on does, and I really didn't try to stop him. He wasn't a buck that I wanted to shoot. This morning I'm back up on top. It was a cold ride up here, but I think it's well worth it. The way it is where I park my four-wheeler, I've got about a half-mile walk in the snow, and then I'm on the far side ridge, or the south-facing ridge. It's getting a lot of sun, so a lot of Coues deer are running up and down that ridge. So this morning I saw a total of 3 bucks. Again, not one of the ones I'm looking for. One of them was maybe a shooter, but I let him walk. It's still pretty early in the hunt. Let's see, what else? A couple little tips that I've kind of reminded myself of when I'm hunting. A lot of times when I get really cold, I try to find something to eat. And you try to be as quiet as you can when you try to eat. But the reality is you're moving. So what I like to do is I try to eat as fast as I can. Doesn't matter how much noise I make. Just as fast as I can, get it down me, and then I stop moving. So that's a little tip that I reminded myself again. Also, when you're going into your stand, if you have the opportunity, range find your stand. So from where you think the deer are going to move. A lot of times we'll take a rangefinder reading from up in the tree stand down, and that's good too. But a lot of times if there's waves in the country, or if there happen to be like in a little draw or something like that, you'll get a false reading off your rangefinder. So again, you can do it pre-season, you can do it during the season if you happen to. You can do it after the season. Just make sure that it's a good tip to take a rangefinder reading from where you think the deer are going to be up into your tree stand. Sometimes if you do it the other direction, tree stand to where you think the deer are going to be, you'll get a false reading because it may be hitting a far hill, anything, maybe hitting a bush, something like that. So anyways, that's another tip. Anyways, so for the rest of the hunt, I'm going to try to come out and make sure I put my time in. I don't know if the rut's really kicked off. There are a lot of deer moving pretty well right now, so that's a good thing. Anyway, stay tuned, keep warm, and we'll talk to you soon.
Ride across the country with my shiny riding shotgun. Got slimmies on my Jimmy.